Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Ukrainians found a gold mine, let's put it this way, and the gold mine is the way the Russians receive drones from Iran by sea and by air. Alright, so let's see what kind of information these guys have. So first, I don't know if the Russians even get Iranian drones. Let's start with that one. But let's assume that we trust the Ukrainians. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from today, November 3rd, 2022. By sea and air, National Resistance Center finds out how Iran supplies Russia with drones. Iran has been supplying Russia with drones in two ways. That's a given already. By air and by sea. It's no debate right here. The center states, source is the National Resistance Center. The center states that Iran actively supplies the Russian Federation with the following models of UAVs. Mohajer 6, Arash 1 and Arash 2, Shahin 131 and Shahid 136. There are two ways of transporting drones from the manufacturer to their destinations, air and sea. How about fire? Alright, and earth and emptiness. The following companies deliver drones and send instructors by air. Are they flying? Use their wings. Iranian Air, Iranian state airline controlled by the local Ministry of Infrastructure. Mahan Air, the founder is the non-profit institute of Molal Movakedin. Pouya Air, part of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, the military branch of the executive branch of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Saha Airlines, part of the Air Force of Iran. The airlines in question are the three state-owned and one supposedly private. At the same time, state-owned companies are subordinate to the military and political leadership, which, despite public statements, provides full support for the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Is this what the Israeli intelligence tells, or it's just you guys? Is this straight from Mossad or what? As for the private airline, it is private only relatively. The founder of the Commercial Institute is Hossein Marashi, former vice president of Iran. Since the end of 2011, the company has been on the US sanctions list for providing material and technical support to the IRGC. I think, let's put it this way, everything is under... if you compete with the United States in anything, they will sanction you. If you're good at, let's say, soccer, they will sanction you. If you're good at, I don't know, having sex, they will sanction you. If you're good at, I don't know, peeing further than they pee, they will sanction you. Something. They will sanction you. It's so irritating. The National Resistance Center notes that only Pouya Air conducted 5 cargo flights on the Tehran-Moscow route from 12 to 18 October. Most of the fleet of cargo planes are Russian Il-76S. Iran also uses the sea route through the Caspian Sea to transport drones. According to the documents, the Iranians transport spare parts for civil aviation using the port of Bandar Anzali. The destination is either Astrakhan or Makhachkala. Makhachkala, something like that. Okay, I never heard of that. Transportation is carried out by vessels of the Iranian Industrial Company controlled by IRGC. In particular, in early November, 2,000 units of disassembled drones are expected to arrive in Astrakhan by sea. The Russians also actively export Ukrainian grain by water to Syria along the Sevastopol-Tartus route. On the way back, Iranian-made drones and their components from the Syrian factory may be transported in containers, although there is no confirmation of this at the moment. In particular, in Syria, that's occupied territory by United States. Remember, they suck Syrian oil and talk about sovereignty of Ukraine. Okay, we got that out of the way. The Russians can take Iranian-made surface-to-surface missiles, Zolfagar, which are based in Syria, which also has a factory for the production of kamikaze drones. In general, Iran is currently diversifying its drone production in other countries. Man, these Iranians seem to be poor, have nothing, are under sanctions, but all of a sudden they make so many weapons. So probably that's why they're poor, right? Okay. In general, Iran is currently diversifying its drone production in other countries. In addition to Syria, the plant has been operating in Tajikistan since May. There are also risks of setting up a node assembly in Belarus because the Lodel 558 aircraft repair plant in cooperation with the kamikaze drones. Okay, as a preliminary data states, Iran can produce up to 150 drones per month. They get the parts from China to bypass sanctions. All this information is not from Ukraine. I can guarantee you that. It's not from Ukraine. To gather all this detailed information in 2 months, when they discovered that the Russians are getting drones from Iran, all this information, this was pre-made. This is done, and this was just passed like this from Israel. I have a little gut feeling, okay? I don't have any confirmation, just my balls, okay? That's all I got. But it's too detailed and so fast to know how many drones, how is the production, where are the factories, how many kilometers, how many ships, what are involved. You don't get this information in 2 months. You don't get it if you don't already know about it. I don't ask you to believe me, but just think about it. Just think about, let's say today I give you and about, 50 other people, okay, now access your guys wherever you are and find this information. And I give you 2 months and you tell me exact the number of the production of drones per month of Iran. How in the fuck you got that? I mean, how? That was given by someone else and we know who that is, and it's not United States. That's my gut feeling, okay, and I'm entitled to that, okay, because otherwise that would be sexist. They get the parts from China to bypass sanctions, which allows them not to worry about their shortage. Taking into account the significant request of the Russian Federation for UAVs, all the specified production sites and delivery routes will definitely be involved, the National Resistance Center states. That was a mouthful of BS. I could have written that and give you names and give you that and give you numbers, obviously made up, but I could have written that. And how could you verify that? Can you verify that? Can I verify that? How can I have to trust these guys, believe them? I don't trust shit. But anyway, it's just interesting that it might be true. Might be true, but from the get-go I have strong reservations, and not a hotel reservation or airplane reservations, if you know what I mean. But anyway, and I still don't think that the Russians are short on drones. I for whatever reason, Iran is not short on drones, but Russians are somehow short on drones. How many they got hit? 5,000? According to the Ukrainians, really? 5,000 drones. Might be, man, might be. Who knows? We're going to find out in 30 years. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.